Well, you're not imagining things. Prices at the gas pump were down for a while, and now that we're thinking about travel, prices, they're fluctuating. So what gives? Specifically, is it possible that the cost of filling up will affect where you go this summer? Joining us via satellite, CEO of American Energy Companies, Chris Faulkner. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning to you. Thank you.
Hey, let's break this down a little bit. Why do prices often go up around travel season?
Well, I think right now we're seeing what we call a shoulder month, and we're switching our blend of gasoline, if you will, from the winter blend to the summer blend, and we're also seeing refinery maintenance occurring. So right now there's less gasoline in the market. But the good news is that's changing because May 1 is the deadline for all these refineries to come back online and to have their summer blend of gasoline available to the filling stations. So I think right now we may see gas prices even come down further back in some areas toward that $2 price range that many of us became accustomed to enjoying.
Wow, that would sure be nice. But it's that fluctuation, it's that uncertainty. And I guess with oil prices, what could bring them down? What could stabilize them?
Well, that's the real issue right now. Oil prices are bouncing around. There's a number of things that have been occurring geopolitically in the world with Iran, with Libya production coming back online, Iraq trying to increase their production, Saudi saying we're not going to cut production, driving the cost down. So just think about this. Without fracking in this country, there would be no shale boom that's occurring. That would have given OPEC even a further manipulation sword. They could have driven the price up to $200 a barrel and $6 at the pump. The reason we can see $2 is because of this U.S. shale boom. But OPEC has given us all the signals that they want to punish our success. That's why you've seen prices drop on a barrel of oil 60% just in the last almost 9 months. So I do think, though, we're in a new era of oil prices. So folks probably can have a sigh of relief that we're not going to see $4 gasoline again anytime soon. Yeah,
are there other groups out there that could help regulate prices? I mean, OPEC does that. They regulate and kind of decide what the prices are. Are there other groups out there or groups that are thinking about forming?
Well, there's not. There's only one version of OPEC, and OPEC really is essentially a bunch of countries cobbled together to manipulate the price of oil up or down. And there is no other version of that. Now, I've tossed around the idea of having a North American version of OPEC, the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. All three of our countries have like-minded interests, are having oil production increasing over the last several years and over the future. And I think, look, it's not for price manipulation, but it gives another 800-pound gorilla in the room, if you will. We can produce 20 million barrels a day collectively, the three countries, on a North American version of OPEC. I think it tells them, hey, you're not the only guy that can run around the world and cause influence, and it takes that sword away from them. More importantly, it helps shield us and our neighbors from price volatility. It allows us to have some certainty in the markets and removes their power to hold countries hostage and raise the price of oil or lower it on a whim.
Yeah, where are you at in this concept? Is there any other interest out there? Is Mexico interested in this? Is Canada interested in joining a group?
Well, both countries are interested. I think now, under our current president, we may have some difficulty getting this idea off the ground, but now is the time. OPEC has, cut off oil to our country back in the 70s. Russia has cut off, natural gas to the Ukraine. So these countries want to run around and use their influence because they're producers. Well, we're a producer too now, 9.5 million barrels a day. Canada production is surging. Mexico, for the first time in decades, is going to allow development of their assets from foreign companies. So we have three great partners that could emerge as a version of OPEC to sit at the table when it's time to negotiate a bargain and make sure that they don't have the influence to manipulate the price of oil like they have for decades.
Gotcha. Very interesting stuff, Chris. In the end, you hope this really benefits the average consumer. It makes sense.
It does.
Chris, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. I hope it does.
Yeah, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow, a procedure called the vampire facelift, how it works and why women and men swear by it. See what else we're working on after today's Picture of the Day.